Hello, hello. Welcome to With Wisdom, embodying energy, embracing seasons. And we are back with Sam to
Hello.
to continue reflecting on fire. We were saying the last video that, or inviting you or calling you out to reflect on what is the fire burning in your heart, calling you out of the dark, coming outside. And
Mm,
today we are gonna work with our full being, with our body, our energy to connect to that fire that is in your heart, that spark that's willing to illuminate and come out to the world, and also use the opportunity to get informed or connect with our inner self and body and feelings to see, okay, besides the fire that is willing to come out, do you have the resources for that fire? Do you
yeah,
have
that's really important. Mm,
yeah, do you have the fuel? Do you have the right fuel uh,
mm,
from emotionally, energetically, physically? Do you have the
mm,
right place for the kind of fire? Because it's not the same if you're willing to make an open fire in
mm,
the woods or whatever, a big fire, or you're gonna do a fire at home or for cooking. Do you have the community for that fire? These kind of things. You may want to do the exercise or the qigong exercise, and then take time to reflect on some questions, write down, or wander in nature, or watch a fire, go to a fireplace, to a gathering, to a party. Who knows? No, now in summer there's many opportunities for that. Are you willing to do it with me, Sam, that I guide you today?
yes, so it's a Qigong activity you're going to be sharing with us.
Yeah, it's called
Lovely.
Hands to Heart. And you can choose however you feel. You can choose to do it sitting or standing up. Today I choose to sit because I'm feeling not my fire's not fully in all the energy. And so I will be mindful and gentle with my body. So you just listen to yourself and choose if you want to stand up or sit.
Hmm. So I think today I'm going to sit and
Hmm.
I'm going to look after myself because I've got a little bit of a sore back today. So I'm going to
Hmm.
sit, which I think is useful for us as well, for our viewers, that they make the choice whether to sit or stand. And I'm sitting today.
Yeah, and if you're standing, I mean, I can show you. It's not a complicated thing. You just stand with a relaxed pose, not collapse. It's relaxing your knees, and your feet are shoulder distance wide. You just relax, strengthen your back. So for strengthen, you can imagine like you have small strings from your upper ears that are connecting to, I don't know, the
Mm,
fairies that we visited at
mm,
the beginning of spring. And you lower a little bit your chin, that you stretch your neck. Yeah, it's just a
lovely.
relax, and then you have your hands on the side, and the whole exercise bringing the hands towards the chest. I'm just demonstrating that then we can do it. You bring it towards your chest, you lower your chin towards your chest, and if you're feeling, you can close your eyes, and then we alternate. We can open ourselves to the world with the hands, with the palms of the hands watching or facing in front of us, and we open and we stretch our head also, and open the eyes to the world. And this is
Lovely.
but and now we are taking step by step, and you just receive and connect with your fire. So
Okay, lovely. I'm ready.
okay, so you just bring your awareness to your heart first, connect with the heart, and see how you feel more comfortable. Do you feel called to close your eyes and bring the hands towards your chest? You can pose one hand over the other, like Sam is doing and I'm doing. You just touch gently that place where your heart is, and you can lower your chin, like nearing your head, to listen more deeply, more quietly to your heart. We take some time to breathe there and to be in contact with with the breathing, inhalation, exhalation, and also the dance or the song that is between the breathing and the heartbeat. And being there, you can see your heart or visualize your heart and imagine a fire or a small fire that is start or spark, maybe small spark or big spark or big fire or small fire. Just connect with that and let that fire speak to you. How is this fire willing to come to the world to take you out of the dark? Sense any feeling or sensation in your body, in your heart, in your stomach. Is there any change of temperature in any part of your body? Is there any contraction, relaxation? Everything is informing you about this fire. And whenever you feel ready, you can start opening your arms, taking them to open yourself to the world in the tempo or in the time you need to open yourself. And you can choose, because you are in power of your fire. You are the master of your fire. You can choose to open your eyes, or if you are not ready yet, you can still be with yourself with closed eyes. Or you can alternate with opening and closing your eyes, sensing how are you mastering and in control of the way you bring and keep this fire alive through the season. Connect with the sensations in your body, in your arms, in your chest, in your belly, or in your head. And see how are you called right now to stay open and connecting to the world. Is this fire ready for that, or are you called to close a little bit again and come back to you, knowing that you can alternate between both, because the fire is nourished and fed from the inner and outer dance, like our breathing that is taking from the environment, taking the air, taking it in, and then exhaling, losing a little bit the grip, and let the air flow through between your being and the environment. And whenever you feel ready, you can just finish by having your hands again towards your head, in your chest. And you can bring your attention to the heart, sensing how it's reaching your hands from the inside, and how your hands are reaching towards this flame from the outside to be the guardians of that flame and to that fire through this season. And whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes, start to contact the world again, and come back.
Thank you, Gabby.
Are you willing to share a little bit about how it was for you, or what did you learn from that? What did the fire say?
So when I was in that more kind of enclosed position, you asked me, you made a comment about what's going on with the rest of your body, and I noticed that spot at that point that there was quite a lot of coldness in my arms and my lower limbs. It was like I kind of like drawn all of that heat into my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I did the expansion, so obviously there was blood flow as well. So there was the natural blood flow that went into my arms and my legs. It felt, there was a sort of warmth going into all of my body. But the thing that you asked about resources at one point, I think you asked about resources at one point. But as I was looking out and up, I did open my eyes and I was caught by, you can't see it, but above my board, above my desk, I have um, a bunch of lavender.
Mm.
So it was something around the resource for me is scent.
Mm-hmm.
It's scent in summer. So it's the flat. In fact, for my call before I call, I put on some hand cream.
Mm-hmm.
So there's I'm going to put the scent is, it's like an almond. It's an almond smell. So
Mm.
there's something like I had that scent on my arms, my hands, and my wrists as I opened, and then I caught sight of that lavender, and so that for me is a resource to keep my fire going in
Mm-hmm.
terms of the sense of nature, the sense of flowers, which I'm stopping and smelling my neighbour's roses right now. Um, the scent of food. I like to cook. I like to cook, and I also like to cook like in summer foods when you're on a barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
There's something around that kind of scent for me
Mm-hmm.
is a resource to keep my fire going.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's really important to me actually. The smell of roses, I absolutely love.
Yeah.
So cutting roses and bringing them into my home
Yeah.
is really important to me in summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It makes me think or maybe I'm mistaken. Is there a saying like "stop and smell the roses," right?
Yeah, there is.
Calling for
Yes.
slowing down.
Yes.
And
And
it,
it's
and it,
and it's the now piece. It's being here.
yeah.
Um, and actually stopping. I mean, like, genuinely, my neighbour has the most amazing roses, and and it's like a little game that Carl and I we sort of spot them. My husband, and he's like, he doesn't like gardening, but he'll stop and smell those roses because they are delicious. It's
Mm.
something quite a lovely kind of resource that we can get. We
Mhm.
stop taking the dog for a walk. We'll both stop, stick our noses in the roses, and then walk on without cutting the roses or taking the roses or
Yeah.
eating the roses. And I feel like that for me, the roses is that their fire is their scent. So in terms of what they're giving us the scent,
Mm-hmm.
resource us and resource our fire in one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, I suppose it's loving kindness, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Loving kindness.
Yeah, that's beautiful, and I like just that we don't stand, but it reminds me what you said that the fire of the roses are to be to show and display all this beauty, but also this scent that
Mm,
they give to us, and that's the beauty and that's the richness of life and creation, right? We
mm,
have all the call to express our fire through, I don't know, writing, cooking, and in when you are sharing this fire, it's a generosity. You're generous
yes.
with the
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
and then this circle of life we are living through the seasons in with wisdom. It's showing that there's plenty for all of us. And
Mm,
that's when I think about the Chinese, when they say that the emotion of fire is joy, but this joy is more in the sense of contentment. In this in unbalance, it can go to this like yeah,
like
trying to
like a desert or arid.
yeah,
Yeah.
more hedonism. It's more
Yeah.
hedonism.
Oh,
It's just trying to be in pleasure just for yourself, but this
mm,
joy of being yourself and showing your fire. So the roses are joyful to share themselves fully to the
mm,
world, and you are getting this joy by stopping and smelling them, and then you can give through that resource your fire. So I think that's a
mm,
beautiful thing, Sam. Thank you for sharing, and I hope that whoever is watching this and listening to this, stop and smell the roses, or connect with your heart and listen deeply. Where are your resources? Where do you get the fuel and the right place for your fire to
mm.
give us in generous ways yourself
And
and your expression?
yeah, that resource piece though is important because if we notice that our fire is flicking and flickering out, what do we need to do? How do
Mhm.
we need to resource ourselves right now in this moment. And
Mm-hmm.
if it's a simple thing like putting on some hand cream
Mm-hmm.
and breathing deeply, that's a tiny thing, but it can have a big impact. And I think for us, it's the little things that can have a big impact
Mm-hmm.
that is the way to keep our fire going.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Gabby. That was great.
Yeah, and thank you watching this. I hope it's of service to you. And if you like it, please let us know by liking it, sharing it, and subscribing. Yeah. So thank you very
Yes.
much and see you the next time.